X.
The Morning X with Barnes and Leslie.
99
X.
Welcome back. Tonight, I'm cooking for Selma Blair. There's so much I want to ask her about her book, Mean Baby.
Wait, am I allowed to start eating?
Oh, yeah, let's go. But your book killed me. Reading your story. It's just hard for me not to think of the betrayal. You know, your father's betrayal. Betrayal is like the worst thing, isn't it? Like,
It is the worst.
It's this.
Having gone through it with my father, I thought nothing could be worse than that, to think I'm not safe from anyone, you know, because my father really stalked me for a long time when I first tried to be an actress. And it was brutal. I had to cut him out of my life. And 12 years later, I was willing to say, I want you to know my son, and I'm willing to put this behind. It was something he stopped doing. And then he died in a hotel before we could get to him.
Do you think that everyone's so broken that you like for all of us, you know, it's so hard to find those, to stay married? I was married for a while.
Right.
You were married. Is that sort of because the world's just full of broken people, you know? It's sort of that can't quite figure it out how to.
I think
what is that?
The best of us have been broken.
99X, it's Barnes and Leslie. We're hanging out with Gavin Rossdale. That's a scene from his new series on Vizio's free streaming service, WatchFree Plus. It's Dinner with Gavin Rossdale. That was Selma Blair, a very touching story. I'm assuming that was a more recent one, Gavin?
Yes. Jack McBrayer and Tom Jones were the ones that I shot and kind of made as pilots just to kind of, as opposed to tell people an idea, I made 2 programs like a maniac. And so it would have been, it's just so difficult to get things made. Any industry you go in, you just can't pass through it. You know, it's just like, you got to give everything you got, the same way I do, as you know, with music. It just has to be this all-in thing. And so it's just, I'm so pleased, Leslie, that you picked up that I found something else out, because there's no good, repeating what people know or talking about accolades, because everybody knows all these people for their incredible accolades. But it's more like what makes them tick. And, I feel like I'll be better season 2, you know what I mean? I was like, you learn so much, especially watching the edit. Ooh. That's fun.
Season 2. I like the sound of this.
Oh, I do
now,
too.
Gavin Rossdale, you've had many successful years, not only with 99X, but other places. And now that you've done this, you've exposed yourself because, bro, that house, for real, that's where you live?
It's a really beautiful house.
Wow.
It's a really beautiful house.
I mean, that looks like straight out of one of those LA real estate shows. It's beautiful. How long have you lived in that house?
Since 2016, I think. Yeah,
Damn.
2016.
Yeah, he mentioned having a garden too. How big is your garden?
Is it there's a couple of little spots. It's just incredible, and we're really lucky. I mean, it's really fortunate, and mostly the kind of just not only the house, but just a little bit of land that goes with it. I have fences up, so anti-coyote, 9 foot up high and 6 foot down into the ground, so they can't get up. So every pet, every dog can all come and relax in the backyard, So it's like a sanctuary, like an animal sanctuary.
Well, you have been inviting your friends over dinner with Gavin Rossdale, and I think it's so beautiful to have conversation while you're cooking. I mean, what about Barnesy and Leslie coming over?
We've only known him 30 years. He was never. It's not. It hasn't been enough time.
Let's do it. I got to come and do a show and base myself in Atlanta. Then that's going to happen. I get all the.
It's really funny. You told Serena that you're the last person your kids want to hear things from. Do you connect with them with cooking?
Well, they connect with eating it because they just love it. They're just so into it. But the most fascinating thing, though, to be honest, what blows my mind and I love the most, because I want them to be strong, independent dudes, right? This is what I love the most. When they're with me, they really don't do that much. You know what I mean? They just get the food. They really appreciate the food. They're going to help me clear it up, but they don't do much for the food. But what I find is that when they leave here and they go about their other life, they do the cooking.
Wow. Oh, so they have learned something from you.
That.
Yes.
Yeah, think about that. That's intense. So that's so intense to me. I love that. That's beautiful. That's the highest compliment, that they're just mirroring, and they're mirroring me doing something good,
When you're hanging out with your boys at that beautiful pad, I must ask, have you put in a pickleball court yet?
Oh, no. That, to me, is the white flag of sport. No,
Gavin!
No. I'm playing so good, man. I love my tennis too much. I can't even.
It's so
fun. The sound.
Gavin.
He's not giving up tennis.
I just can't do it.
Gavin.
It's like, I'm old school. Like, I ski, I don't snowboard. I love skateboarding, but I ski.
You're missing out.
I love tennis so much.
It's so fun, Gavin. I'm telling
is
you.
addicted.
Okay. I mean, I know everyone loves it. I know everyone loves it. I know.
He's intense.
I just like a core.
I know. I'm a tennis snob also.
Maybe,
and I finally just did it. I waited a long time and I finally did it. Now I can't stop. It's like a drug.
With Dinner with Gavin Rossdale, before all this beautiful food is prepared, have there ever been any kitchen mishaps?
Stuff like, I'll tell you that when I shot this pilot, originally I was going to do it without any kitchen help. But they say to me that no one in TV remotely does anything without kitchen back team, They've got to buy the produce. They've got to help you prepare it. I didn't really need that, but it's really good to get them in there, right? I'm going to cut up everything that I need. I don't need anyone to cut one thing for me. But I'm happy if it just appears. Oh, there's an onion, there's a shallot, and there's some carrots, and feels really good. But this guy goes to me. I say, listen, by the way, guys, you guys are freaking me out. I would have made this dessert for the guests before. If I wasn't shooting a TV show, my dessert would have been done. This is for Jack McBrayer, right? And I had this kitchen team helping me. He goes to me, don't worry, I got you. Already done, chef. And I was like, wow, that's so great. I love having a team. I totally get it. So I'm sitting with Jack, and they say to me, sit with Jack, and so they pass me this dessert, which is this little lovely Spanish custard. You basically just you put it in water, bain-marie, and you just gently steam it, and it's a custard, and it sets like a creme brulee or like a creme caramel flan, whatever. It's a Spanish version of it, right? Really, really simple. And talking to Jack, they hadn't cooked it. It was just like egg mixture.
It was liquid.
Talking to Jack, trying to have a deep moment. I was like, Chef, I thought we must have a misunderstanding there, Chef. So there was that. There's stuff like that went on, of course. But the thing about it is that all mishaps in the kitchen, it's just adaptive the whole time. Everything's adaptive, and for me, the way that I do cook, and I can really cook. But all I do is, because I know that I get really great produce, right, and I do the simplest things to it, and I just think about how it's going to affect you when you eat it. Like I think about a song. Same way I'm going to have brightness to it, and texture and feel and temperature and. Do you know what I mean? All those things. That's like tempo and key, counterpoint. It's the same thing.
Very interesting. Well, quickly, do you watch The Bear with Jeremy Allen White?
Yeah, I told you. I watched the first season and really liked it. I wish he was in that freezer for so long. I was like, God damn it, in that freezer. I learned how to freezer. Like, he goes, I can't remember my lines. So that was a bit, but I love I loved Kitchen Confidential. When Anthony Bourdain, that book first came out, everybody came across it at the same time, but it was felt like a sort of a quiet underground movement of people that love food. Suddenly people talking about this book. And so that whole style I love. And I've got some friends of mine who are chefs. I think this is the way that great chefs and kitchens have to recreate food every night to have a consistent restaurant and a consistent, quality.
That's tough.
Same thing with music. I can't come to Atlanta and do a performance that's better, that's not as good or better than the one I do somewhere else in New York because I feel tired. People don't care about that. It's every show, every dish, same, really powerful. Every dish like you thought it was just for you, but yet you're doing many dishes and you're playing many nights, but the quality's high.
Well, this is a really great series. Check it out. Dinner with Gavin Rossdale.
So
it's out
good.
now on Vizio's streaming service, WatchFree Plus. You, my friend, are the ultimate 99X overachiever. You've got now showrunner on your resume, TV host, you've got actor, you've got really good tennis player. And oh, by the way, you have a band, and Bush will be here August 24th. You'll be with Shinedown. We look forward to seeing you, and we'll make reservations for you to get your cooking on.
Yeah, I have a whole new record as well.
When's that?
Fantastic.
When's that coming out?
Well, I think the single will be there by then. I mean, definitely by that tour, the whole record will be out. It's called I Beat Loneliness. I Beat Loneliness.
Well, you need to leak the first song over here to us so we can play it.
Yes, please.
Right. Well, we're just, it's all imminent. I mean, everything is recorded. Everyone's done. That's going to be, next couple of weeks, everything is done. And then all the dates and there's artwork and all that stuff.
Nice. Look at you with all this energy, man.
Thanks
You're
for
on
the scoop.
fire. And Leslie told me not to call you.
Yeah.
Who knew
I know.
you? I mean, she's like, don't bother him. Don't bother him. Hey, well,
It looked like I really needed someone to talk to.
Great show. Congrats.
You're not short on words. It's so great to catch up, Gavin, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Congratulations on the show. It looks awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Appreciate
man.
you.
Well, that was not planned. How about we forgot to give away the $1,000? Didn't forget, but we got kind of sidetracked there. All right, someone gets a chance to win $1,000 with the show quiz showdown because it was a holiday yesterday. It didn't happen yesterday. It's happening next after Bush on 99X.
If you're listening to sports,
if you're looking for an edge rusher, you're looking for a run stuffer, you're looking for a big-time player in the middle of your defense, you're in luck.
mixed with pop culture, sprinkled with celebrity interviews,
You hated the title Everybody Loves Raymond.
That's true.
Is it appropriate for you to tell people to hurry it up?
It's appropriate on Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Bill Burr is here.
I want to know who you defeated to get that title as best dad ever.
I'm the Gonzaga of dads.
and you're enjoying the Rich Eisen Show podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.